Okay, a few other folks that I unfortunately didn't introduce. You know, this has been a very long journey for all parties involved. An integral part of all these, of everything that we've done, have been the city manager of the City of Ontario. So I do want to take a moment to introduce the city manager. It took three of them to get the job done. The first one that we gave our marching instructions to is Greg Devereaux, also the CEO of the County of San Bernardino. So after the county stole Greg, we got our fire chief that became city manager, Chris Hughes. And then the guy that got the job done, city manager, and he's still working here, Al Bowling. And a special thanks to Al because he actually served both the city manager and interim executive director of the airport. All of them were interim executive, but we didn't even have an airport. And I got to tell you something, you know, we have an airport authority, and for a long time it was like a fantasy game because we were an airport authority without an airport. And these guys were executive directors of an airport that didn't exist. But now we actually have this beautiful airport. Okay, some other folks I want to introduce, and these are very important people because these are folks from airlines that guarantee they're going to increase air service and decrease prices. Now they're on the spot. Ladies and gentlemen, from Southwest Airlines, Mr. Paul Cohen, Vice President of Corporate Planning, Financial Planning, and Analysis. Mr. Cohen. Also from Southwest Airlines, Mr. John Parker, Director of Network and Capacity Planning. There he is in the back. And finally from Southwest Airlines, Mr. Zachary Menson, Manager, Regional Planning and Performance. And I'll tell you, you know, Southwest has the most flights out of Ontario, about 60% of the market out of Ontario. But in case you didn't get the news, after local control was obtained, Southwest Airlines committed, and they're going to start flying nonstops from Ontario to Dallas Love Airfield. That's huge. See, pretty quick service, huh? Okay, from Alaska Airlines, also a very important carrier that we have, Mr. John Kirby, Vice President of Network Planning. And Miss Karen Grun, Vice President, Real Estate. Okay, from Korean Airlines. Oh, yeah, starting direct service at Incheon Airport. No, I'm just joking. I'm not going to put him in that place. From Korean Airlines, Mr. Sung Bum Lee, Senior Vice President of the Americas region. Mr. Lee. Also from Korean Airlines, Mr. John Jackson, Vice President of Sales for the Americas region. And you know what, I neglected to tell you this, in case some of you don't know who I am. My name's Alan Wapner. I'm a councilman in the City of Ontario and happy to serve as the President of the Ontario International Airport Authority.